How's it going, everybody? I am somewhat excited about the video today because today I'm going to be trying a couple of Oktoberfest beers from a couple of different brands that I'm not all too familiar with. But to make it a little more authentic, you're going to join me for lunch. Little bratwurst and Bavarian style sauerkraut with caraway seeds. These are not the bratwurst that I wanted. No. The bratwurst I wanted were the authentic white looking bratwurst. These are smoked bratwurst from Johnsonville. Make do with what you got, right? See, they're way too colored. White with a little tinge on them when you cook them. Yeah. But let's get this party started, shall we? The first one I'm going to try out here is from Hackershore. Original Oktoberfest Amber Marzen. Now, I read up a little bit on the whole Marzen style brew, and Marzen basically is short for Mars, I think. Mars, which means March. Has to do with when they were allowed to brew beer way back when. And they did this thing called bottom brewing, bottom fermenting, I think, where they put it in like cellars and stuff. And they could only brew during a certain time, so they made this beer so it would last throughout the time when they couldn't brew beer. I probably messed that story all up. But anyways, the point is, I'm going to be trying this. And even though I've heard of Sierra Nevada, I don't remember having anything by them. Maybe I've had the IPA from them. I'm not sure. I'm really having a moment here. But let's kick off with a little, well, you know what? Let's try the beer first. I don't want anything to disrupt the flavor. We're going to go with the Hackershore first. Odd. I don't really smell anything. Oh, I love that glugging sound. Now, I've heard that the Marzen styles can be dark, like this one, very amber, and some can be actually light. I think the only time I've ever come close to having like a Marzen style beer was with the Leinenkugel. I believe that's Marzen style. So, nice color. I gotta say that's a beautiful color for a beer. Oh, there it is. It's not very pungent like most beers. Most times you smell it and like, oh yeah, I can smell it, but this one not really. Oh yeah, that's got a definitive flavor. Little, very, very tiny hint of bitterness. But, oh yeah, that holds up well. I like it. If you like the dark flavor beers, the dark beers, the box, things of that nature, that might just fit the bill. Oktoberfest, baby, in September. Let's see how it pairs with this selection of bratwurst and sauerkraut. Sausage is meh. Ooh. I don't think I've ever had Bavarian style sauerkraut before. It's a little sweet. Just a little bit. Kicking it down with my roots. Yes, German roots. Together, it's a lot better. But I would have really preferred to have like authentic bratwurst. No. Boy, that's good. Nice little pairing there. Yeah, did you guys know I was German? Like, part German, a little bit. I am. The funny thing is that my mom is Mexican. My dad is Anglo. And so I always assumed that anything German or Irish came from my dad's side, and then Mexican and French, things like that came from my mom's side, Spaniard, you know. But turns out that the German part actually comes from my mom's side. Long time ago, like my great-great-great-great-grandfather on my mom's side, he was, from what I understand, a slave to an Indian tribe. Yes, my grandfather was a slave, made to work and all that other stuff that slaves are often made to do. So, where's my restitution? Just kidding, just kidding. Anyways, he hid in a hollow log, and the tribe thought that he escaped. And he was going to bring people back to their camp. So they packed up and they left. And after he was sure they were gone, completely gone, I think it was a couple of days actually, he came out from that log and ran the other direction. Ran into a farm that was owned by a German family. They took him in. He worked there, he lived there, and he fell in love with their daughter, and long story short, here I am. Yeah, it's a true story. Man, Hector Shore gets a thumbs up from me. That's good stuff. I wish they had a little story on here that I could tell you, but ooh, that was noisy. Sorry. Forgive me for that. Oh my God. Don't do that, darn. That's nasty. I'm not one who actually eats and drinks beer at the same time. Not usually. I know a lot of people are into like the whole beer and pizza, beer and wings, steak and a beer. That's not really my thing. I like to just drink the beer, maybe have a little salty snack with it, but I don't actually have full meals with it. This actually is a nice pairing. I like this. Excuse me. ...2016 Oktoberfest Festival Lager. Brewed in collaboration with Marsbrau of Bamberg, Germany. I didn't know it was a Bamberg. That sounds pretty awesome. This authentic and malty Oktoberfest lager is deep, golden, and balanced by German-grown record hops. We've partnered with Marsbrau. Remember that one beer, what was it called? Lowenbrau. The Lion's Brew. Remember that? Lowenbrau. They don't make that anymore, I don't think. We partner with Marsbrau, one of Germany's most highly regarded brewers, to create a golden-hued festival beer right here in the USA, using traditional techniques, heritage German barley, and the record hop varietal. Sorry, eyes are a little jacked. a nearly forgotten German-grown hop. Why was it forgotten? We've created the most authentic take on the style this side of the Atlantic. Well, all right. Excuse me. They brew in Chico, California and Mills River, North Carolina, to bring you the finest quality beer. That is Sierra Nevada. And I can tell just by holding this up that this is kind of a lighter color. Even though the bottle's dark, I can see through it a lot better than I could the other one. So let's get down to it, shall we? Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest. Yeah, that's way lighter. A little darker than your average lager, but lighter than the one we just had. Interesting. Oh, it's way different. What is that? Super light on the flavor. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's not like, it's just not overbearing. It's not, like this had a little bit of a bitter backbite to it. This one has way less than that. Man, what is that I'm tasting? There's a flavor there that I want to liken it to, but I can't place it right off the bat. But it is a tad bit different than the Hackershore. Definitely a lighter hue, and the flavor is not as prominent as the other one, but this flavor is really, really good. Damn near excellent. My food is getting cold. I haven't had sausage and sauerkraut in a long time. My mom used to make it for me all the time when I was a kid. And but like I said, I never had Bavarian style. Never had. It's always just regular sauerkraut. This is like a little sweeter. Yeah, where this one kind of like, it partnered with the food really well, but you could still like taste it. You could taste the beer. This one kind of pairs up with the food in a way that it's like, it doesn't take away the flavor of the food. I can still taste it, but it's not going, I guess, it's not stepping out in front of the food flavor. So, yeah, gets another big thumbs up from me, because I like the way it's pairing with my lunch. Who has beer with lunch? Me. Why? And I'm moved to say that with this pairing of bratwurst, sauerkraut, and Oktoberfest beer, I'd like to take this moment to give a heartfelt shout out to a YouTuber who's brought plenty of joy to her viewers. And she goes by the name Blossom Like a Rose, and those who know her best know her as Savine. Savine, thank you for all you do. I know you put yourself out on the line a lot. I know you got your share of haters, and I hope you just pay them no mind. Keep doing what you do. Hope to see a lot more from you. And here's to you. Prosit. Man, this is really good. I'm liking this. I tried to do a mukbang a mukbang video last week and total fail. I won't be doing that again. Now, I have to be honest here and say, not only is this a Johnsonville smoked brat, which is like the low end of bratwursts, but I'm also using canned sauerkraut. What? I don't make my own. Shoot me. If you've never had Bavarian style sauerkraut, give it a shot. I highly recommend it. It's I don't know if it's the caraway seeds that's doing it, but like I said, it's a little bit sweeter. I picked out a seed. Let me see. No, I don't taste anything on that. It tastes a little sweeter than your average sauerkraut. I want someone's going to comment, Bavarian style is very sour. You must have a very bad rendition of Bavarian style. Well, if that's the case, then I'm sorry. And here's to all of you. Cheers. Well, that was quite enjoyable, and I thank you all for joining me. Remember the names: Hackashore Original Oktoberfest and Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest. This one, a little bit lighter in its offering as far as color and flavor, a little less prominent, but not, by no means is it like a flavorless beer. It's really excellent. This one, if you want your flavor to stand out a little bit more, can't go wrong with that. And with that, I thank you all for joining me and for taking the time to view me feed my fat face and drink some beers, and now it's coming back on me. And before I become rude, I'm going to say, see you later, take it easy, happy drinking, and I'll see you all real soon.